Hey everyone, it's great to see you all again. Banff National Park in Canada is one of the most well-known, visited, and stunning landscape locations in the entire world, meaning its attraction to tourists with a phone, amateur photographers, or even seasoned professionals is no secret. Places like Moraine Lake, Lake Louise, and the Icefields Parkway have been so saturated with the same iconic photos that capturing a unique perspective of these gorgeous landmarks can pose a bit of a challenge. So, in today's video, we take that challenge head on and explore ways that you can go about taking images that stand out from the crowd in one of the most photographed places on Earth. And stick around to the end where I show you how bad weather led to some of my favorite collections of photos to date. I hope you all enjoy. We are now at the famous Moraine Lake. And I'm sure you've all seen photos of this place. It's all the iconic sunrise shot with the reflection in the water and the 10 peaks. And if lucky, like me today, some atmosphere. However, like I said, we've all seen that photo, and photos look all the exact same, especially when you come to this location. So one thing I want to focus on is trying to find a unique composition within that landscape. So I got my full 10 peaks Moraine Lake shot with a little reflection and some atmosphere. Beautiful morning this morning, but now with the fog, got pretty lucky on my birthday. So in order to create a more unique composition, I've got the 100 to 400 out, or you can even use something like a 70 to 200 or 24 to 70 even works, but just pick out little details that you can tell what it is because it's such a famous location, but not necessarily the entire scene as a whole. It can really help create that uniqueness to your shot. Finding something in your foreground that's different than just like a reflection in the water or something famous that everybody sees. But right now, as you can see, I'm just going ahead and picking, oh wow, you can see behind me there too. That'd be a great shot. I'm just picking out certain details of each of the peaks, but you can tell where it is and what exactly it is. Another shot that I like to play around with was not getting the lake at all, but just the atmosphere and the 10 peaks. So just picking out certain details and trying to find unique compositions within that super famous landscape that you're in, something that we're going to be working on today. So I'm going to play around with the fog here. It looks like I'm going to be here for a while, just playing with the fog that's moving so fast, and these peaks just got snowed on this morning. So I'm super pumped about it. Let's see how they turn out. I'm here at the beautiful Lake Louise in Banff National Park. As you can see the Fairmont behind me. It's a very, very popular destination, especially for social media and getting photos. But I really wanted to create something unique, something more than just the classic rocks, reflection, and Lake Louise mountains. So there are these yellow flowers kind of planted along the shoreline here, and here's the kind of the composition I came up with here. So you have the flowers in the foreground leading up into the blue water, which sometimes is nice to have a reflection, although I do kind of like the turquoisey blue background that the water gives the yellow flowers, and then the Lake Louise mountains in the background. So hoping for a great sunset and see how it turns out. next day, we were met with some moody conditions on the Icefields Parkway between Banff and Jasper National Parks. I now found a beautiful stream here in the Icefields Parkway. As you can see behind me, 3 peaks there, covered in fog, and the sunset's just about to happen. I missed just a bit of glow, yellow glow, as I was trying to put together a composition. But as you can see, I think you'll be able to see this. So I have the stream running through the scene all the way up to the mountains up there in the background. And yeah, sunset should put off a little bit of glow, but we'll see. So unfortunately, my Zeiss 16-35, the focus motor went out, or something went out. So it's not completely focusing, unfortunately. So yeah, I have to resort to my Roicon 12mm f2 lens, which it's an APS-C lens, so it's about 18mm full frame equivalent. So it's not as wide as my 16-35, but it's definitely something. It's better than nothing. So yeah, the image quality is a little bit worse, but yeah, I think this should turn out pretty nicely. I'm liking how this is looking so far. Earlier that day, we were lucky enough to be able to explore the Athabasca Glacier, where I picked out some telephoto images. We've made it to the beautiful Lake Agnes. The tea house is over there. As you can see behind us, the sun is about to rise. I've put a pretty basic composition here with the reflection and the mountains, and then with the larches, and then I'll enhance some of that in post. But this is our last morning here. I haven't mentioned this already, but we did stop in Glacier National Park in Montana on the way here, so I'll have some B-roll and some images from that trip as well. But other than that, it's been a great trip so far. Hopefully the sun catches some of these clouds and we get some color back here. I'm gonna try a wide angle horizontal composition, and then maybe try to find one of these dead trees and do a vertical one. So hopefully everything turns out. I love how the points of the dead tree in the water almost fit the reflection of the mountain like a puzzle, each peak lining up with its corresponding crevice. Before we reached the Canadian Rockies, we stopped in Glacier National Park in Montana, where we were met with some crazy fast-moving fog and unpredictable weather. After leaving Glacier a day earlier than expected, we arrived in Banff late in the night only to be greeted by this. So I hope you were able to take something away from this video. If you didn't already know, I started a Discord server for the entire community to come together, share photos, and give feedback, and then at the end of every month, I'll be selecting one of your photos as a monthly contest winner. Other than that, if you could subscribe to my weekly newsletter for weekly updates, and then for vlog, blog, and other video updates, if you can like and follow my Facebook page. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.